Hello everyone. Today I will discuss a general topic. So I want to start this session with a very normal question. The kadhai which is used in your household is made up of what kind of metal? So if you see in the market, so it is mainly aluminum. Then you can also find this cast iron, then stainless steel. Okay. If you go to very high range, you can also find ceramic also. Okay. So these are four categories of materials that we find in the market, which is used to make our household cooking utensils. Okay. Now I want to specifically talk about this kadhai, which we normally use. In most of the houses, you will find aluminum kadhai. If you see the history of aluminum, it is used long back. Okay. So since then, it is continuing. Okay, so what is the difference if I use a simple aluminum or steel or something else? Okay, so as we go, like if we use a ceramic one, then that is the best, because what happens, this aluminum, steel, everything, the alloying contents which are there, so they ultimately get dissolved in the food. The quantity is very small. So after a long time, if you see, we purchase a aluminum utensil that is of 5 mm thick. So if you measure the thickness again after 3 years, 5 years, then it will be reduced. Okay, so it happens. So where this aluminum is going, it is going nothing but in the food only, and that we are consuming it. Okay, but it's fine. Now I want to talk about a type of kadhai that is called as triply steel kadhai. So that is made of three layers of this. Like one layer is of steel, another layer is of aluminum, and the third layer is again of steel. So what are the layers? I will show you. So this is the picture I have taken from Amazon. So see, this is the normal kadhai, okay, and the inner part, this is the inner part, and this inner part is made of SS304 food grade stainless steel. Okay, so guys, here it is written as food grade stainless steel. So I will also talk the difference between normal stainless steel, that is SS304, and the food grade stainless steel. Next is the middle one, it is of aluminum. Okay, and the third, that is the last one, which is on the outside, it is of S430. I have written the composition of S430 because you I think you most of you do not know the composition, because it is not so general. So you see here we have 16 to 18% of chromium, that means this is a ferritic steel. But for the composition of 304, we know it is simply as 18 stainless steel. And for the case of this aluminum, so aluminum is normal aluminum, that is of one series. It is used. So why it is a three layer kind of thing? Why it is manufactured? See, the inside one, it is made of 304 food grade, so it is directly in contact with the food, so that should be food grade. Then the aluminum in the middle, what happens, we know that the thermal conductivity of aluminum is better than the steel. So since it is better, so what happens, the heat which is it gains, so it just distributes very quickly, because the thermal conductivity is high. So when it gets the heat in the middle from this bottom heating, so it distributes the heat very evenly. Okay, so what happens, the burning effect will not be there. Okay, so burning effect will be minimized in the case of steel. Okay, then the last layer is SS430. This is a ferritic. So why it is made of ferritic? Because we know the ferritic is a magnetic steel. So that shows the magnetization, and this will help to make it compatible with induction heating. Okay, we can use other steel also, but that may not be compatible with induction heating, so that's why we use this SS430. Now what is the difference between this normal SS304 and the food grade SS304? So see, okay, See the if you see the requirement to meet this SS304 to be called as this food grade one is that what happens once we cook, then since some amount of alloying elements may come into the food, so what happens, the testing is done for the normal this SS304. So if it passes the criteria as mentioned here, so then we call it as a food grade SS304. And we want to reduce the impurities such as lead, tin to very low amount in the case of food grade SS304. So what is the test? This is one of the tests. There may be some other test also. So what happens? We take a 1 liter solution of 4% acetic acid. Okay, and what happen, we boil it. Okay, we boil it, and we keep a sample of this SS304. Okay, and here it is not given what is the amount of sample which we add, but it's okay, we add some amount of sample, and from there we measure what is the amount of lead, okay, which is going inside of this solution, this 4% acetic acid soaking solution. So the lead content should be less than 1 milligram per liter. The unit is milligram per liter. So similarly the chromium should be less than 0.5 milligram per liter. Okay, the nickel should be less than 3 milligram per liter. This tin should be less than 0.02. Then arsenic should be less than 0.04. Okay, these are some typing mistakes. Okay, and the solution is boiled, and the boiling takes place for 30 minutes, and then we cool it to room temperature and keep it for 24 hours. Then after that we measure this quantity. If it fails anywhere, then we will not call it as food grade stainless steel, that is SS304. Okay, so next time when you purchase kadhai for cooking, then you can take your decision while whether you have to go with aluminum or you have to go with steel. And if in the steel also there tri-ply kind of thing is there, then you can go for brass, bronze, or the higher end, that is the ceramic one also. Okay, so but it's okay when people are using this aluminum kadhai for a very long time, and people are mainly not suffering well because aluminum is also not very toxic metal. Okay, so aluminum is not toxic, so it is fine. Okay, so thank you all.